Hey, this is Mark Moore, aka Tuxedo Mark, at various places on the internet. It's 5:18 p.m. according to the computer clock on Friday, April 20th, 2012, and I want to talk about the DC Comics sales chart for February. I was just rereading it, so I thought I'd give my thoughts about it. Okay, I haven't actually bought a superhero comic book since like 2006. I gave up on them. Mostly because of the whole shared universe that never really advances time, and where things can get rebooted and all this other weird stuff. But anyway, I've been keeping up with what's been going on through the monthly DC and Marvel sales chart and analyses. And okay, with DC, they recently had their big reboot, or like a soft reboot, in September, where it's like the DC universe kind of, sort of rebooted, or at least some characters did and others didn't, and every title started fresh with a new #1, or at least there were like 52 #1s. Anyway, yeah. For some titles, the numbers are still higher up than they were before the relaunch, but others are, going back to pre-relaunch territory already. This was, I think it was just an ill-conceived, desperate idea. It really doesn't really please anyone. It was designed to bring in like new readers, supposedly. But all that it does is take off the older readers, because for some of the characters, it'll be like, guess what? All the stuff that you read before never happened. We're starting over. I've kind of been trying to keep track of what's been going on with Supergirl, and I still can't tell if her previous series is still like in continuity or not. It's like DC's been trying these weird quasi-reboot ideas. Like they had, after Infinite Crisis, they had New Earth, and then like 52 other universes, and now we've got the New 52, where some things have been rebooted and others haven't. And if I was still like reading comics at this point, I likely would have dropped some or all of them, because I don't like being yanked around like that. Like they're like, ooh, forget about this, here, buy this now. And it's like, anyway, so I can't help feeling that the New 52 will, in the long run, drive away more readers than it brought on. And there's really no evidence that it brought on any new readers. It might have brought back some readers that had gone away. Like they might have come back into the comic shops to check out this relaunch, but there's no evidence that it's bringing in new readers, really. DC's numbers are up. They've been beating Marvel for the past few months in terms of, like, units and dollars, and usually Marvel's in the lead. But I don't think it's going to be long term. I think it'll end up hurting DC. Now that said, I don't mind them trying new things. I don't mind them evolving the characters. I don't like it when
when some really old-time fans say that they're still waiting for the Crisis on Infinite Earths to be undone. Seriously, there are people like that around. We don't need to go back to like pre, 1985 continuity or whatever. I mean that was moronic anyway. But yeah, superhero comics seem to just, I don't know, they rub me the wrong way. I prefer to follow like the movies and maybe an occasional cartoon or whatever. Let me talk specifically about Vertigo. That's DC's imprint for like harder edged books that aren't part of the DC universe. Now, up until like last year, I think they had two imprints, Wildstorm and Vertigo, and Wildstorm's been done away with, and the characters have been brought into the DC universe. Vertigo's still out there, but let me look up some. Let me check the chart over here on my computer. Vertigo on the February chart has 8 comics, filling up 9 slots because the unwritten shipped twice. It was double shipped, as they call it. Now here's the thing. One of these is a mini series that's like 9 issues long. 2 titles have been the mini series was Spaceman. 2 titles have been canceled. These are iZombie and Northlanders. And another one, Scalped, is ending. It's reaching its natural ending point, apparently. So that will leave four Vertigo titles. One of which, Sweet Tooth, is apparently, it's below iZombie, so it's well within the Vertigo cancellation zone. But it hasn't been canceled yet. So, like, 4 titles is not much for an imprint. If they want to keep Vertigo around, and, I don't mind that they do, it's like an alternative to DC Universe. Each title can be its own thing. They don't have to share a universe or cross over or anything. I don't mind that they have that. But do something more with that. Don't have just 4 titles. Whether there's anything on the horizon for Vertigo or not, I don't know. Let me look at something else. Let me look at the top of the chart here. DC seems to be, its biggest sellers seem to be like anything related to Justice League. You got Batman and Superman and Green Lantern. Justice League is #1. Then you got Batman, Action Comics, Detective Comics. You got Green Lantern. Okay. Then you got Batman the Dark Knight, because, 2 titles weren't enough for Batman. But then you got Batman and Robin. Yeah, because, we needed that 4th title just to have Robin as the title character. Then you got Superman. Then you got Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Batgirl, Teen Titans, Nightwing, Green Lantern Corps. Green Lantern Corps? Really? It's a spin-off. Okay. Then you got Green Lantern New Guardians. I mean, does Green Lantern really need 3 titles? You got Batwoman. Then you got Red Lantern. So we gotta have Red Lanterns. Yeah. Catwoman, Swamp Thing, Red Hood and the Outlaws, Supergirl, Animal Man, Justice League Dark, Justice League International. Seriously, I mean, Superboy, Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey, Green Arrow. Batman Beyond Unlimited, All-Star Western. Okay, that's kind of different, but seriously, you do not need to have so many titles for Batman. Superman's got, like 2 titles as far as I can see. He's got, Superman and Action Comics, which is where we started out. Except it's not the same Action Comics title anymore because they rebooted it. Really? I mean, if I was to reboot it, I would reboot it. Just not a soft reboot. Just start everything fresh. If I really want to go that route. I don't have like Action Comics and Detective Comics. Just have Superman, Batman. That's it. Simple enough, right? But what do I know? I mean, I would think if they canceled some of their redundant titles, it would allow readers to have more money to pick up a different variety of titles and maybe boost other titles' readership. But yeah, so right now, DC's making more money, but I don't see it lasting. I mean, we'll see how it goes from month to month, but some new 52 titles have already been cancelled, and there's rumors that DC's looking to cancel like 12 more of them. I'm glad that I got out of superhero comics. I stick with Archie comics. Those don't really pretend to have much of a continuity. And when they do, I mean, you can sometimes try and pick and choose your own, like, your own canon, basically. Yeah, pick and choose is redundant, bad me. But anyway, before I start to ramble, I think I'll end this. So, it's 5:30 p.m. and that's it.